hoping that it's a little less cheesy than the episodes 1 and 2 that I have seen, but you know, only time will tell.
All right, well then I guess let's just jump into it.
Yeah, let's just
let's jump into it. Count Dooku. There are heroes on both sides. Evil is everywhere.
Oh, so the narrative gets even more nuanced.
It's left me a lot more stuff going on than in previous movies.
The effects are just getting better and better as time goes on, as you'd expect.
Missiles.
Oh yeah, those beeps.
We got him, R2.
I'm getting the impression that's your favorite sound in all of Star Wars.
I think, yeah, the little beeps that R2-D2 makes are my favorite sound. Maybe just like in general, ever, outside of this too.
Buzz droids.
Oh, what? They're like little bugs. Are those the vulture ones, or these are different? They're like bugs?
No, you said they're buzz droids.
Buzz droids, okay.
I sense a trap.
Next move?
Spring the trap. Take this. Wait for orders.
Even McGregor's beard in this movie is like really glorious.
I need to take a closer look at it.
Drop your weapon. I said drop them.
How are you supposed to take that voice seriously? Drop your weapon. Oh, wow. That's pretty brutal, R2.
Did he have, like, rocket engines in previous movies? Like, these happened before. Did he have them take him away or something? Why didn't he use... There were so many moments in other movies he could have used those rocket engines.
He had them taken away because it was too brutal. He was just burning people alive all the time.
You have hate. You have anger. But you don't use them.
It seems like so much of the tension is just ideological, like trying to get them to like come to the other side. There's not as much of like an impetus for them to switch over because of like economic reasons or political purposes or something. It seems like way more focused on like, oh, you have this hate within you, you should use it.
Do it.
Do it. Wow. So he did not get away.
The head got away from his body.
That's true.
Activate ray shields.
How did this happen? We're smarter than this.
Apparently not. R2 will be along in a few moments, and then we'll release the ray shields.
There he is.
Douglas.
The negotiator, General Kenobi.
Excuse me.
That wasn't much of a rescue.
You're welcome.
Sassy droids all the time.
R2.
He's got like everything coming out of every orifice.
Now we're really picking up speed.
How are they not burning up in there?
Movie magic. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away,
Yes.
they had superior construction materials.
We're coming in too hot.
Literally.
Yeah. On fire.
Excuse me, sir.
Are they supposed to keep it secret?
Yeah, and he just like runs behind a column. Just one moment, please. What are you doing back there? Nothing.
I don't think they would have ever brought us back from the Outer Rim sieges.
Wait, not here.
Yes, here.
I mean, what's the difference? She's like, not here. What's the difference between like kissing and talking like super close in each other's faces like that? It's pretty clear what the situation is between you two.
Something wonderful has happened. I'm pregnant.
Space baby.
That's wonderful.
He doesn't seem so sure.
Or they're supposed to keep it a secret. How are they going to keep it a secret if she pops a baby out?
Yeah, true. Right.
The happiest moment of my life.
Even in that scene, there were some people in the background you could see.
Mm-hmm.
So word's gonna get around. And I mean, yeah, she'll be pregnant, so like, how are you gonna hide that? What will your excuse
She
be?
can claim Jar Jar's dead.
And then it'll come out not looking like Jar Jar.
Maybe they'll go on like the Galactic Jerry Springer.
Oh yeah, Misa, not the father.
Soon I will have a new apprentice, one far younger and more powerful.
Anakin.
Annie, I want to have our baby back home on Naboo. We can go to the lake country where no one will know.
You're so beautiful.
So love has blinded you.
I'm curious about how she's going to get away from like being such a prominent. I don't know. She's like a political figure, you know. Like how is she just going to be like, oh, I'm going away to the country for a while, and no one's going to be suspicious of anything.
You die in childbirth.
It was only a dream.
Premonitions. The fear of loss is a path to the dark side.
I'm starting to suspect how things will go if we're leading up to what will eventually turn him to Darth Vader. I feel like if something bad happens to his wife and child, that will be enough to push him over the edge and have him like be consumed by hate or something, but we'll see.
Be careful of your friend, Palpatine.
And when the dark side is involved and stuff, don't they usually say like, oh, it's like the Force is like difficult to like navigate or something at that time, or like things aren't super clear? If the Chancellor is like playing both sides right now, why is that not? I feel like that should be like messing with their perception or like their use of the Force or something like that.
I sense a disturbance in the Force or something like that.
Right, they should be able to tell something's off. At least suspect something's going on.
I'm appointing you to be my personal representative on the Jedi Council.
You're on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of master.
Have you heard that line before?
Mm-mm.
The Council wants you to report on all the Chancellor's dealings. They want to know what he's up to.
Mm-hmm.
The Chancellor is not a bad man, Obi-Wan. He befriended me. He's watched out for me ever since I arrived here. You're asking me to do something against the Jedi Code, against a mentor and a friend. That's what's out of place here.
Yeah, it's like as soon as he's put on the council, now he's got to turn against someone that's like his friend, basically, and a superior.
Have you ever considered that we may be on the wrong side? What if the democracy we thought we were serving no longer exists? And the Republic has become the very evil we've been fighting to destroy?
I don't believe that.
I like these types of questions, though.
Yeah.
What is it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Don't shut me out. Let me help you. Hold me, like you did by the lake on Naboo.
I feel like their exchanges in this movie are more realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not like romance novel pulp. It's actually something real people would say to each other.
Yeah. It is a bit more realistic.
I want a show about traffic cops in this city. Like, their high-speed chases might be something quite special.
Oh, yeah. Like, how do you pull someone over in the air? I saw one of the, like, tentacle women walking up into that building with some, like, older guy, and it seems like they're always, like, the trophy woman. And it's like, they always have, like, the tentacle girl with them.
The Jedi Council want control of the Republic. They're planning to betray me. Search your feeling. You know, don't you?
You know it to be true.
My trust in them has been shaken.
They asked you to do something that made you feel dishonest, didn't they?
Oh, don't ask him that. Or, I mean, I guess, like, you should.
Well, I mean, he wants to know if he's being spied on. I understand his point of view.
I do too, yeah. And I can see, like, this rift they're creating between him and, like, the whole movement at this point, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All who gain power are afraid to lose it. Even the Jedi.
Even you.
Good is a point of view, Anakin. The Sith and the Jedi are similar in almost every way.
He's not wrong.
They think inwards, only about themselves.
And the Jedi don't.
Touche.
ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
No.
It's a Sith legend.
And how do you know it?
Forbidden knowledge.
He could even keep the ones he cared about from dying.
He could actually save people
Oh.
from death.
This is appealing, considering his premonition.
His apprentice killed him in his sleep. Ironic. He could save others from death.
But not himself. Yes.
Is it possible to learn this power?
Not from a Jedi.
That face, he's like, now I've got you.
Act on this, we must. The capture of General Grievous.
This is like calling into a meeting on Zoom.
The droids have started up their main power generators.
You think that's Chewbacca or some other Wookiee?
It looks like him, but how much variation is there really? I mean, there's like some
there's
variation between them. That looks like Chewie to me.
Oh, here they're a little too cartoony.
Oh, wow. Crossbows. Yeah, they make them very Tarzan-like, or, you know, I see the cartoony, that quality you're describing for sure.
Obi-Wan's been here, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, she's very pregnant now. It won't be long. So do people know she's pregnant or not? Because she's like still around town and...
Has she just not left her suite for months? I don't know.
Everyone's like, where'd she go?
I found a way to save you from my nightmares.
I'm not gonna die in childbirth, Annie. I promise you.
You don't know that.
Well, don't they, like, in the galaxy far, far away, don't they have medicine, like advanced medicine that prevents that kind of stuff? No?
I mean, he has like a bionic hand. I would hope they would have like...
Greetings, young Jedi. What brings you to our remote sanctuary?
These guys look like vampires.
They do. The cloaks really add to it.
He is here. We are being held hostage. They are watching us.
Gnarly teeth.
Thousands of battle droids.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Hello there.
Kill him.
He's skilled in decapitation. Watch out. Oh, yeah.
More decapitation.
I will deal with this Jedi slime myself.
Jedi slime. Yeah, good luck. He's got 4 of them. I've seen this guy on the game my brother plays too.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Do you play against him or you play as him? Or you can do both?
Oh, you can play as him or you can play against him.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I don't like the way he moves around like that. That's like way more menacing and creepy.
Yeah, that is.
Crawling around like a spider.
Deliver this report to the Chancellor. His reaction will give us a clue to his intentions.
He can feel something's off. The way his face was, you know, his expression.
I sense a plot to destroy the Jedi. The dark side of the Force surrounds the Chancellor.
Finally.
Chancellor, we've just received a report from Master Kenobi.
Any hope Master Kenobi is up to the challenge.
This whole, like, office thing even looks like, like a Sith type of, I don't know, style. The black and the red and, like, the dark vases up there and stuff. It's like, he's giving you every sign.
He shops in the Evil Lair catalog.
Yeah.
My mentor taught me everything about the Force, even the nature of the dark side.
Well, then you're...
You know the dark side.
Part of the dark side, right? Because Yoda always talks about that.
If one is to understand the great mystery, one must study all its aspects, not just the dogmatic, narrow view of the Jedi.
He's not
and
wrong.
I would agree with it. That's the problem.
He's not wrong.
You can't look at it from one side. You can't be like, oh, if you even look at this other side, it's tainted.
Yeah.
You have impure knowledge. Like, I think that's, yeah, he said it's dogmatic, and I agree. I've had this argument in philosophy before sometimes, though, like, because I do, like, theories of knowledge, like, in particular, and some people do think there's, like, knowledge you shouldn't have, like, forbidden knowledge, more or less, and I just can't get behind that.
Learn to know the dark side of the Force, and you will be able to save your wife.
You're the Sith Lord.
I can feel your anger. It gives you focus.
Lean into it. He's like, do it. Oh, so he does have like little like organ thingies in there though. Oh wow, the fire out of the eyes. That's intense.
I think Chancellor Palpatine is a Sith Lord.
For your own good, stay out of this affair. If what you've told me is true, you will have gained my trust. Wait in the council chambers until we return.
If I was in his place, I understand I would be upset at what they said. Because I discovered that he's the Sith Lord. Why can't I go and bring him down?
Yeah, they're just like using him for their own benefit, and like he doesn't get a title, and he's just there to like extract information for them, and then he can't even be part of that pursuit, really. They're just like, okay, thank you for your work. Bye. Yeah, I find myself extremely sympathetic to his viewpoint.
I like the music tells you about his state of mind.
I feel like the music can do so much to evoke the emotion.
In the name of the Galactic Senate of the Republic, you're under arrest, Chancellor. The Senate will decide your fate.
I am the Senate.
Not yet.
Can I speak to the manager? I am the manager. Wow.
At least the squid guy's putting up a fight. Not anymore.
No, that's over. I was pretty impressed by that, like, jump and spin maneuver of the Chancellor. But I can't even, like, be rooting for Samuel L. Jackson right now because I am so invested in Chancellor / Palpatine's viewpoint. I'm extremely sympathetic to it. I can understand why he's doing what he's doing.
Anakin, I told you it would come to this.
You have lost.
No. 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 You have
Unexpected. At first I'm like chuckling here, the way he was like, no! But then he just... Oh, that's why he gets all... Oh.
Crinkly, yeah.
That's why his face gets all textured and... Oh, that's kind of horrific.
I can't hold it any longer. I can't. I'm too weak. Help me.
Oh my god, his transformation's complete to the Palpatine now.
He's too dangerous to be left alive.
Ooh, that's tricky. That's tricky.
I need him.
No. Another hand lost. Oh gosh. I feel like there's a lot to unpack just in this scene about like the ethics of this whole situation. Yeah.
He's perfectly fine.
Yeah, he manipulated him. But then also, yeah, he totally should have stood trial. That was not okay for him to try to... Oh, he looks terrible. Put the hood on.
Just help me save Padme's life. I can't live without her.
But will she still want to be with you if you make this transition? That's like something that's important to consider.
I don't think he's capable of considering that. He's too emotional.
Yeah.
I pledge myself to your teachings.
And now you're just like completely swayed by him entirely, like.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Mm-hmm.
Darth Vader.
The moment. Oh, and the music's slightly coming in. Very nice. Yoda's like, I need to grab onto... I'm freaking out right now. What's happening? Major disturbances.
Yeah, he feels a disturbance in the Force.
Major.
Do what must be done, Lord Vader. Do not hesitate. Show no mercy.
This might be a stupid question, but like, why can't they just... I mean, like, to an extent, like, coexist as, like, separate interpretations of, like, how to use the Force. Like, oh, here's these, like, different denominations of the Force or something. I don't know why they have to be, like, at each other's throats constantly.
In real life, different denominations of the same religion are at each other's throats constantly for centuries, if not thousands of years.
I would ask the same question of that, too, right?
Execute Order 66.
Yoda can feel it. So much decapitation in this one.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Does he just kill all those kids?
I think you're gonna have to keep watching.
Goodbye, Tarfur. Goodbye, Chewbacca.
It was Chewbacca. Sad Wookiee noises. It would be fun if they put little captions on it. Like, this is what they're saying. Maybe it's more fun for us to imagine what we think the Wookiees are saying.
Maybe they're talking about what pizza to order. You don't know.
Yeah, they're like, all right, now that he's gone, what should we get for dinner?
The Jedi have tried to overthrow the Republic.
What are you gonna do?
Join the dark side.
I feel so helpless.
C-3PO doesn't have as much like quippy dialogue in this movie.
No, I think there's like significantly more R2-D2 beeps in this one and a lot less C-3PO dialogue.
Had any contact from the temple?
Received a coded retreat message we have.
Well, then we must go back. If
It's a trap.
Stragglers that will fall into the trap and be killed.
Welcome, Lord Vader. We've been expecting you.
Uh-oh. Taking care of you. But what's the purpose of killing all of them? Who Vader is taking care of?
I think the point of the war was to give the Chancellor a reason to stay in power. Now that he can stay in power without the war, there's no more reason for them to exist.
So instead of trying to get them all to be on board, it's just easier to start with a clean slate and kill them?
Exactly.
Ah.
Not even the younglings survived.
The one thing that breaks the seriousness of this is the use of the word younglings.
Yeah. Like they're little animals or something. The younglings.
The Republic will be reorganized into the first Galactic Empire!
Isn't there something about like whenever leaders like rise their hands like above the shoulders that's like an indication of like some like fascist quality or something?
I mean, he's been a fascist from day one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, absolutely.
But I don't think he's like showed his hand until now where he's like, I'm gonna raise my hands up super high and let you know.
If into the security recordings you go, only pain will you find.
I must know the truth, Master.
Aww.
It can't be.
Can you imagine his pain if seeing someone you traded his entire life, then killing children? Also, if they had security recordings of the Chancellor's office, why do they need Anakin to spy on him if they just can look at the security cameras?
Hmm.
Anakin has turned to the dark side. I have seen a security hologram of him killing younglings.
So yeah, you're about to have a kid, but by the way, I just saw the father of your future child killing children. Also, she's like, I don't believe you. Why can't she see the footage? They could just show it to her, right?
Well, I assume you have to go to the temple to see it.
Mm.
I don't think they have a galactic internet.
No, it seems like they don't. They have to transmit messages in very roundabout ways.
Yeah.
What are you doing out here?
I was so worried about you. Obi-Wan told me terrible things. That you killed younglings.
Obi-Wan is trying to turn you against me. Love won't save you, Padme. Only my new powers can do that. I won't lose you the way I lost my mother.
But now you're gonna lose her in a different way.
I'm doing it for you. To protect you.
Yeah, by trying to keep the what he wants the most, he pushes her away.
Mm-hmm. See, this is like a very good narrative between them now. I'm glad that it's developed this way. This is very emotionally relevant for people, yeah.
The Jedi turned against me. Don't you turn against me?
I don't know you anymore. You're breaking my heart. You're going down a path I can't follow.
Because of Obi-Wan.
No.
Because of what you've done.
You brought him here to kill me!
No!
Let her go, Anakin!
Stop. Oh my god, if he ends up killing her, and he thought that he was gonna save her...
You have allowed this Dark Lord to twist your mind until now you have become the very thing you swore to destroy.
Don't lecture me, Obi-Wan. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Well, the Jedi also deal in absolutes. We're gonna be real. Yeah, I could do without the lightsaber duel, because I do know they're both gonna survive. What was way, way more impactful is that whole conversation they had.
Exactly. That was a really great piece.
Yeah, that dialogue was moving me. Now I have a little bit of mascara in my eye and it burns.
Now you will experience the full power of the dark side.
Oh, and he's so small too. He just gets catapulted across the room.
My little green friend.
Little green friend. See, as he transitions to the dark side, he has to make like much more cackly and maniacal sounds. He sounded like a pretty normal guy before, but now he's like.
Well, it's the evil Lord playbook.
You have to develop a strange voice.
Ooh.
Oh, grab on with your little talons. Your little Yoda nails. Nope.
Ooh.
Oh, man. For a little creature his size, too, that's... Why are there no other characters of his species? I've never seen another...
There was, remember, in the first movie, there was another one just like him in the Jedi Council, briefly.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There's not enough of them. I want to see more.
Maybe they're like the hobbits of this universe. They want to be, they want to be on their own.
I don't blame them.
I sense Lord Vader is in danger.
Wouldn't the Sith be more powerful by virtue of knowing the ways of the Sith and the ways of the Jedi? Like,
I think so. I think
they have more knowledge.
Yeah, they know all the stuff the Jedi know, plus the dark side.
Yeah, so since that's more like cumulatively, I'd imagine it's like they know how to like defend themselves against the other better. And if they're like, oh, you can't even learn about the Sith, like, wouldn't that be bad, like, practically speaking? Because you would want to know how to defend yourself against like their methods and stuff.
Yeah.
Not to be a Sith sympathizer, but I'm just curious. I don't know. Maybe I am being a Sith sympathizer. I don't know.
I have failed you.
I should have known the Jedi were plotting to take over.
Anakin, Chancellor Palpatine is evil!
From my point of view, the Jedi are evil.
Well, then you are lost!
That sounds like dealing in absolutes to me, Obi-Wan. Oh, he's a good actor. His eyes become so much more evil.
I agree.
I have the high ground!
You underestimate my power.
Did his legs...
His
Oh,
legs off.
that's... Alright. Oh, and this is... Okay. This is where we start to understand the deformities now of Darth Vader.
You are the chosen one! Bring balance to the Force! Not leave it in darkness! I hate you! You were my brother, Anakin!
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh.
He's still alive.
And still, nobody believes in railings.
Yeah. Make things less exciting if we put these up.
She's dying.
She's lost the will to live. We need to operate quickly if we are to save the babies.
Babies? Well, duh, of course. It has to be that way. I don't know why that was like a surprise to me. I was like, wait, babies? Well, yeah. Oh. Look at that. Yeah, and that's how these things work. You try to stop one thing from happening, and you make it happen.
That's how a lot of relationships fail. Someone is afraid of losing somebody and they become too distant or too Klingon or whatever.
Oh, that's a cool shot, putting it on like that.
Yeah.
You can see through his eyes. Now, whenever I first saw his like skin like on his like head or his face or something, I was like, why? And now I know the whole origin, and it's really cool to have that background. And now I sympathize with him way more. And she's gonna die in childbirth. Yoda's like, my heart can't take all of this.
I'm gonna go and live in a jungle.
I don't blame him or like any of the other Yoda creatures for not wanting to be part of this, because it's just like everyone's family ends up dying. All this like divide between people, and for what?
Yes, master.
Go design the costumes, but must include a cape.
Capes are necessary if you're gonna be an evil character.
Where is Padme?
It seems in your anger, you killed her.
Yeah, that's rough, because it's like then he's like pushed further into...
Well, that's what Palpatine wants.
Oh, man.
Split up, they should be.
My wife and I will...
This makes sense. I think that this is a good choice for the narrative. Yeah, sad Jar Jar. There's like that like concept like Schadenfreude, like wanting to like see someone like experience pain, or like taking pleasure in that, and it's like I'm happy to see Jar Jar sad because he's just so annoying.
Do you remember him from Rogue One? Leia's adopted father.
Yeah.
Tatooine must be a tough place. If in like the 19 years of Luke going from a little baby to a teenager, his aunt and uncle grow from young people to like these really old people.
Yeah, right. It's not a very forgiving planet or something. Yeah. Well, that was an extreme upgrade from the previous two in the prequels. I can see why this is people's favorite, and it might be taking that role for me right now. That was the most emotionally evocative of any of them for me so far. Really good at getting the kind of like, yeah, like the whole like self-fulfilling prophecy thing across, where like people try to make do their absolute best to make some outcome not occur, whether they have premonitions or not. Like, I don't think people in real life have them, but like, you know, you see something coming and you try to avoid it and you just make it happen. I think that's extremely apt for like real world experience, especially with like relationships and stuff. And yeah, it was really, really moving. I really liked that.
The only things I could have done without in this movie was the extended lightsaber duel between Obi-Wan and Anakin, and also the thing between Yoda and Palpatine at the end.
I would agree with that. I think it went a little too long, considering we know what's going to happen. I think the conversation was the best part. I think they could have expanded on the conversation, you know, about, yeah, just everything they were talking about. I thought was really worth discussing. And I mean, it should have been discussed more in this, and it's something I'm interested in. Is, yeah, like what we were talking about here and there, like throughout it, like shouldn't have gone on too long while we're trying to listen to the dialogue. It's like, how is a Jedi going to have more power over a Sith if a Sith knows about like the ways of the Jedi also? And if something is so powerful that like once you start to learn about it, you're like completely drawn into it, is that a virtue of that thing that you're learning? Like maybe there's a reason that it is that powerful, that the other thing can't even like stand up against it. But then also you have to wonder, like, if just because something is more powerful, does that necessarily mean it's what you should lean towards? I don't know, but if something will draw you to it and people are just saying, no, don't do it, it seems very, once again, it's like the dealing in absolutes thing. That was something else I found interesting. It's like, oh, only Sith do that, and I think the Jedi do that also. Yeah,
Jedi pretty much deal absolutes the whole time. You shall not do this. Why? Because
it's
I said so. Yeah.
You're not supposed to do that because it's bad and we said it's wrong.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to learn about it either, to find out for yourself. You can't think critically about it. So it seems dogmatic, and I am very sympathetic to Palpatine's like discussion earlier on with Anakin. So yeah, there's a lot to analyze here, though. So.
Well, YouTube is half cats, half analysis of Star Wars.
Good. I think, you know, as it should be. And this was half cat, half Star Wars.
Thank you for being here, and thank you so much for being here with us to watch this. And I hope you'll be back with us for the rest of Star Wars. We'll be watching a whole lot more and other things. So we hope we'll see you later, and have an awesome day.